Okay, so consent, whether it be in a sexual context or non-sexual context, is an agreement to do something. However, there are more complexities to the word consent, because what consent is not is a simple yes or no. Consent needs to be entirely willing and freely given and voluntary. It cannot be coerced in any way. So therefore, we need to be actively agreeing to something. We need to be enthusiastic about that act. It can't ever be that we're saying yes because we're concerned about what happens if we say no. That's not consent. Also, consent has to be free from drugs or alcohol, and the law states that in Ireland, okay? Consent needs to be coming from someone over the age of 17 in a sexual context in Ireland, because the law does not recognise that somebody under the age of 17 can give consent.
Sometimes through not having an open conversation, language appropriate, age appropriate, there can be a miscommunication there sometimes. Changing your mind, whether if someone says yes now, in 5 minutes time or 10 minutes time, really it has to be checked in on all of the time. Or someone says yes today, they can change their mind tomorrow. And that can throw up difficulties as well.
It's about recognising that if we consent to one act, it doesn't mean that we're offering consent for everything. We may be totally comfortable with one act. We may be really enthusiastic about it, but we're not for another. So we continue to check in with each other. Is this okay? Does this feel good, for example? So that we are keeping a continuum running so that we know that we're comfortable with everything that's happening.
Communication is fundamental to recognising and acknowledging the fact of consent. It needs to be normalised. We need to destigmatise the conversation about consent. People need to be very clear that consent is there, that it's willing and that it's ongoing.